Okay, Darren, since you broke the hat rule with your Viking helmet, I'm going to wear the Sonic hat, and Budge is going to be so upset that he's the only one without it.
Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed was quite a good game. In fact, Sonic's had a pretty good run lately, so now let's check out Sonic Dash.
Sonic Dash is a smartphone game similar to Temple Run, so if you've played that endless runner, you'll feel right at home here. Sonic automatically hurtles along each course. He's essentially on rails, but you can flick him between paths with a swipe of your finger. Plus, there are plenty of obstacles and enemies for you to roll through or jump over.
Affirmative. This endless runner style suits Sonic far better than some of his earlier smartphone games.
Yeah, I don't often agree with you, Darren, but in this case, I do very much so. It lets Sonic do what he does best, which is run very, very fast. And initially, I was having quite a lot of fun with this game. The environments are nicely detailed, the draw distance stretches off for kilometers, plus there are some real Sonic hero moments, like the loop-de-loop, and long jumps where you bounce off big fish. But then I found the game's rotten core. It often hides obstacles where you can't see them, such as this run. Everything was going fine until this happened. Hiding walls behind walls is just cheap.
Yeah, they certainly do like to clump those obstacles together, don't they? And you can't help but feel a bit cheated. When you have to flick Sonic quickly from side to side to avoid lots of dangers at once, you don't have enough time to make it, especially as there's a bit of lag after you finish a jump before you can do your next move. And speaking of jumps, they're really unforgiving when leaping over gaps. I mean, I'd often missed by what felt like centimetres.
Well, Hex, there is help at hand in the form of continues, so you can keep running after a fall. Unfortunately, you need to buy these continues with special tokens, and the game very rarely supplies new tokens to you.
Yes, at one stage I was playing the game for maybe even an hour or two before I got a single token. A good endless runner should have a nice steady flow to it, but these runs are constantly being stopped short. And I know Sonic is all about collecting gold rings, but I felt like this game was trying to collect all of my gold. It's just that every turn this game is hinting you to buy a head start with real cash or buy a continue, but you actually have to pay for the game before you can download it, so it's not a free-to-play game, and that just feels so unfair.
Yeah, I mean, normally I'm not so bothered by microtransactions, but I agree. In this case, it was just over the top. Every in-game hint is about spending money and being bribed to like their social media pages to get more in-game coins, and that's really cheeky. Progress just feels like a painful grind if you're not willing to fork over more money, which I wasn't. What are you giving it?
Well, because of all that microtransaction stuff, it has left a bad taste in my mouth, and it's such a shame because there's actually a really good game in there trying to get out and be played, so I'm giving it 3 out of 10 rubber chickens.
It's 3 from me as well.